this really ever happen when I'm streaming my Windows device. So, but well, that's what we got. I gotta live with it. So uh, PowerShell is not installing from that command as I can see. So what I'll do, I'll go to releases page. Pardon my tongue twisting. And then I'll download the pkg file dmg. Okay, 4 bits. I got it right here. So I'll go ahead and really allow that and download, and then I'll install it directly. So I guess with that I should be good to go. So install PowerShell, almost done. So it's downloaded. I'm just gonna pick it up from here, or let me see if I can open the Finder window up here. Let me see. Finder. Where's my Finder? Finder, where are you? Oh yeah, Finder is here. Finder, I found you. You cannot run away. So I found my Finder. So I'm gonna PowerShell right now. So I need to go to my security settings to allow this to run. I have too much security stuff on Mac. Ugh. Okay, so let me go ahead. I'm not even sure where to go, but so the software needs to be updated. Huh. So I see this now, so I say open anyways. Yes, open. I know what I downloaded. It is left to me if my PC crashes or catches virus. So I'll go ahead and install, put in my finger, and then PowerShell is installed. So if I go, okay, move this to bin. So let me actually try to reconfigure this main display thing, so we can see how I navigate between the screens. So just a moment, because OBS crashed for reasons I cannot explain. I did not make it, but yeah, really good software. Okay, so you don't go above my head that way. Okay, so I'm just gonna place that above it. So that's my main display. Right, so don't mind what is at the back, just mind whatever is in front of you. So let me actually hide this. Yeah, okay. There's an alert say to do that. Yes, allow. Oh, but it's gone. Okay, no problem. I'm just checking all this. So I've installed PowerShell. So if I go here, I can find PowerShell. Boom. So PowerShell is installed. So PowerShell is actually one of the main tools I use. So on Windows. So let me switch back to terminal if I can still find it. It's still trying to initiate itself. So I think I can do PowerShell here. Now to zoom on macOS, so you will pardon me. So I'm currently in PowerShell, so I can do. Can I do dir? No. Can I do ls? Okay. Oh, sorry. Yeah. So that's one of the reasons I love PowerShell compared to the terminal. It can do some sort of autocomplete for me. So yeah, I want to allow it. I installed it. Okay, yeah. So I've installed PowerShell. Yeah. So my PowerShell versus terminal fight. So if I were to, so this is PowerShell open, and let me do CLS to clear the screen. Oh, that works fine. So let me actually open terminal side by side. That is about to open, I guess. Uh-oh. Sorry, I've been showing you the wrong stuff. Yeah, that's what I should be showing you. So I've installed PowerShell, but now I need to launch terminal. But I guess it's in the same place, which is fine. So let me actually close everything down. Right, so this is just my to-do list open here. Don't mind all my crammed up windows, so let me minimize most of it. So I only have my to-do open here. Alright, so what I will do now is open up terminal. Alright, so this is my terminal, and then I'll open up PowerShell. So I want to do like a wall between PowerShell and terminal. Okay, just a moment, let me check the health of this. Just a moment. Okay, so I got terminal here, I got PowerShell here. So if I was to do CD downloads, so if I would press on, hold on, what is going on? Yep. So I got PowerShell, I got terminal, the default terminal. So this is PowerShell, this is terminal. So my PowerShell, no, let me do it first in terminal. So I do CD, I want to go to my downloader. You can see I'm pressing tab on my keyboard, but it's not doing the autocomplete for me, so I have to complete this all by itself. But if I were to go to my PowerShell, okay, you can see I got the autocomplete. So that's one reason I would like to continue using PowerShell. So let me skip this part. Yeah, so that's one reason I'll continue to use PowerShell on my Mac or any environment I find myself in. That is it. So that is PowerShell versus terminal. I won't do too much of a fight today because today is not a PowerShell versus terminal fight, but yeah, I checked that out. So the next thing I wish to do now is actually install the .NET SDK. So I'll go to .NET so I can download the .NET SDK because I write C Sharp. So, and C Sharp is the only language I write. Well, I write some other languages. So I'll go ahead and download, and I'll download the SDK 3.1. Yes, allow download. All right, it's downloading, and it's almost done. If I check upon it here, it's almost done downloading. Okay, downloaded. So let's install. Come on, it should open. Okay, I got it here. Oh, this is what I gotta do. Okay, move it up here. I'm still trying to get used to actually using the Mac, so you pardon me. Okay, installing .NET Core SDK, and that is done. So my preliminary tools, my SDK, my terminal all set up. Next thing I need to do is install Visual Studio Code. So install .NET Core SDK. Yeah, I know that. So I will just leave that there. So let me put this to the side. .NET Core SDK has been installed. So pardon me, I love using that term quite a lot. You can zoom in and do stuff. So okay, I finished my PowerShell versus terminal fight, so I can terminate these processes. Alright, so I've installed .NET Core SDK. Next thing I would like to do now, let me actually make this come over here. So that's my browser, so I don't have to swap between screens. So I've installed .NET Core SDK. So if I actually go to my terminal, so let me just use terminal. No, I'm gonna use terminal. I'll use PowerShell because yeah, I love PowerShell. So if I do .NET, I think it's -v. I can see all the stuff I can do with .NET. So you can see I have .NET Core 3.1.102 installed, and I can start doing all sort of interesting stuff. So, but let me clear that screen, and we'll come back to this later. So let me actually see if I can make the display bigger. That idea just come to my head, so you'll pardon me. Arrangements. This is display 2, right? Yep. Scaled. Yeah, too bad I don't know how to do much more than that. So I'll have to just quit that. Alright. So okay. .NET installed. Next thing is VS Code. So I go to code.visualstudio.com, code.visualstudio.com. Okay, so that code I download for Mac, the stable build. Yeah, if you want to download the insider build, of course, that is good for you to go. But I'm downloading stuff all the time as well, install. So code is almost done installing. Stable build. So what I do, because there's a zip folder, I will have to open it up and then move it to my application folder. So that is no, it's actually I'm not even sure anymore. Okay, let me try and see what is going on here. Yeah, open. So it actually just downloaded the executable. So what I will need to do is go ahead and move this to my applications folder. So I'll just move it here. So if I go to my applications, yep, I should be able to see VS Code somewhere down here, so I can open it from here. So what I do is that I pin this to my taskbar. So I'll keep it in dock. I don't know how to open the dock over here, so I'll just keep in dock on my other display that you currently cannot see. But I'll show you how that looks much later on. So I've installed VS Code. Then if I now open VS Code, I can start doing all my .NET stuff just like that. I wouldn't need to do any other sort of stuff. Install. Yeah, I use Camtasia, but I'll just keep this one for the purpose of this show. Yeah, delete the step. Okay, so basically now I'm almost good to go with development. So let me just increase this zoom. So all I need to do to start development is just start. Right, so I can start a new project. So let me go ahead and open a folder. I've created a folder and pinned it over here, so as you can see. So let me just call this. Let me make a new folder. Let me call this SDS Mac setup, right? And then I open the folder. So what I need to do now is I'll open the terminal from VS Code. So there's a shortcut for that, I think, if I can still remember. I got it. But I want to make my default terminal PowerShell, so I'll click on this drop down here, select my default shell, and I'll make it PowerShell. Okay, so I'll delete this and start it over again. Now I'm in PowerShell, so I can start to do stuff. Right, so I'm going to set up. Let me even see what I can do with .NET. So let me just type .NET. So it gives me the list of stuff I'm able to do. Now, because I'm running this for the first time on this machine, it will just give me this welcome info. This will not show anymore. So you can see the stuff I can do because I'm on Mac. So let me collapse this view. So you can see I can do a console application, a class library. Awesome. I could even do a WPF application from inside Mac. Can I try that? Let me actually try to do a WPF application from inside a Mac and see what that looks like. Let's hope I don't fail. I can even do info. I can do the web application. Oh, nice. So let me try WPF. Shall I? Alright, so let's so all I need to do is do can I scroll this down a little bit more? Too bad I can't. So I'll do .NET new that is WPF, I think. the command .NET new WPF. WPF. I put it in. Let me call this LWPF. Let me see if it actually creates. It's creating, which is very weird. But let's see if it will actually run. It's creating, which is sort of weird. I don't actually know it will work. So yeah, so let me do .NET run LWPF. Oh no, I need to put this argument in. So project. Okay. So it's telling me Windows is required to build a Windows desktop application. So I cannot do that. I can only, write the code. So this is actually what it looks like here. It has the app.xaml file. That's the CS proj windows.xaml.cs. Oh, it's bringing me a pop that it's recommending that I install the C# extension so I'm able to get the IntelliSense and stuff. So yeah, I'll go ahead and just install it because yeah, if I don't install it, I lose. Well, not really lose like that. So but yeah, so I cannot run it, but I can set it up, so you can see. So I'll collapse that. So but yeah, let me run a console application actually. So I'll just do my .NET new console. Okay, so I'll give it a name. So that is done. So I've been able to prove you can set up a WPF project using .NET on Mac or anywhere, but to run it you need a Windows machine. So uh, let's try that out. Maybe in the future it will be that cool. So I just closed two pop-ups that came out to me. So I'll do a .NET run. I want to do hello console. You see how sweet PowerShell is? I can do the autocomplete. Haha. Right. So let me run the console. So I should actually just see hello world run. So yep. That is it right there. 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 So yeah, it's working. Right. So now I've been able to set up a console project, the BPF. Let us try. Let's see what .NET New has in store for us. Set up solution folder so I can actually do my projects end to end here. What I'm expecting to actually show up in the future is I do a .NET New Xamarin. I can set up my Xamarin projects right in here. It will be so awesome. Come back on. I'm still here. Alright. I can. Oh, so let me actually just set up a new application so I can do .NET New Web API. So let me just set up an API project and a Web UI project and a Blazor project. Yep. So .NET New Web API. What's that command again? So let me call this hello Web API. So come on, run. Okay, Web API has been created. Let us run that. Okay. So why I'm actually doing .NET is to show that we are able to run .NET projects cross-platform now. Yeah, normally on a normal day I would prefer to run this on my Windows device. Yeah, I use a Mac and I write code on my Mac like frequently also. So I just want to show us .NET Core. .NET is cross-platform. Number two is open source, and you can just start writing it minimally with your favorite tools. Of course, I've used Notepad or Atom or what other code editor exists. You can to do this. So let me go to this URL here. Show details. Yep, I visit. Yeah, it's at my own risk. I know. So you can see this is my web API view. Oh, I actually don't. Let me see the API route I'm supposed to go to actually see stuff. I don't. Does it have Swagger set up by default? I'm not sure. um, it doesn't have swagger, but let me go to the controllers folder and see what I can do. So I can go to API. So I can go to that URL slash weather forecasts. Okay. So if I go to, let me go back to my Safari browser. Where's Safari? Yep. So I just go to slash weather forecast. Boom. I'm able to see my stuff run. I'm able to run my API if it were a web UI project, also maybe an MVC application. So let me actually do that. But let me do Blazor. Blazor server side. Can I do this? Server side Blazor. I cannot do that. Okay. So let me see the template one more time. Blazor. I'm looking for Blazor. Blazor server. So Blazor server. I gave it a name. I call it Hello Blazor. Okay, I got my Blazor project set up. Excuse me. Okay, so let me run the Blazor project now. So the Blazor is the UI framework, front-end framework for .NET. So if you have been writing React or Angular or Vue.js, this is the new kid on the block that is hot and awesome. I'm actually using it for the next live project I'm doing. So that's that. So let me run this now again. I'm just gonna switch to the browser. Okay, let's see how that looks like. So I do have front-end coding with C# with .NET. Basically, that is what it means. So you can see this is actually C# running. So that is what Blazor allows you to be able to do. This is C# running. I can do all my navigation. Oh, sorry, that's just a documentation page I hit. So you can see I can do stuff. I'm not sure why that preset to 0. So I can move stuff around, and it's pretty lightweight. It's cross-platform also, and that is server-side Blazor. So if I wanted to do the WebAssembly, I have to install a tool, but currently I wouldn't want to do that for this demo, so I'll skip that part. So I've installed .NET. So let me go back to my tool. I've installed .NET. I've installed VS Code. I'm not sure if Git actually comes out of the box with this. So let me actually go to. Let me try this. I'll have to install Git. So it's telling me the Git command requires the command line developer tools. Would I like to install the tools? Try that. Yes. It's finding Git. Wow, this is awesome. So it can find software for me and install it. This is looking good. Alright. I guess I've been missing out a lot on the Mac. But yeah, I like what I'm missing. So it's downloading Git. Oh, it's download the command line tool, I guess. Then it will install Git and do stuff. So while that happens, let me just switch over here and see what's going on. Okay, it's downloading. Installing the software. 4 minutes to go on that. Three minutes to go. Okay, so while that actually happens, I know that it's trying to do the Git stuff for me. So one of my favorite tools is actually Fork. So Fork helps me manage my Git projects. I use it to do Git flow for branching management for my project. So I will have to go to my browser now and find Git flow. Where's my browser? So I'm using Safari actually. So you can see this has been disconnected from the server. That's why I'm seeing that on the screen. But so I'll go this fork git download. Alright, so get me to where I need to go. So I download fork. This is actually one of the best stuff found using to do my branching and stuff. So I'll download that, downloading fork, while I wait for this guy to finish. About 2 minutes to go on that. So I've downloaded fork. Fork has been downloaded. Let me see if I can install it from here. Yep, it's verifying the DMG file, and then I get this awesome screen. So I'll have to move it to my applications folder. Did that happen? Let me check. No, that did not happen. So let me try that again. Aha, it just actually moved. So I got fuck here. Yeah, open it. It's my app. I downloaded it. So I'm getting some stuff here. Try tonight. Just some update stuff coming up here. Alright, so fork is opening up. So it's asking me to set my username and password. So I'll just put this in. And let me use this email address. Right, so it's asking me to set my source directories. That's where most of my Git projects, my projects will be. So I'll just go ahead and choose, because I have this folder set up and I call this it's in my projects. Yep. So it will do an automatic scan of this folder and get all the Git projects, Git based projects, and then have it up here in here for me. And I can also connect to GitHub. So let me actually connect to GitHub from here. This first time I'm actually trying to connect to GitHub. So let me see, my password for GitHub is